On first down, Love. And incomplete to open things up.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Lee's got it over the middle. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. 73, 73.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Bortles. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Hines. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep with Shot Green. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Omaha. 372.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Bortles being chased out left. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing now is Bortles. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Hines. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked out by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving.
Here we go. Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over. Here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now. It becomes contagious, doesn't it? It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well. Well, they are clicking right now. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Sunday.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set. Green 80. Mike 39, Lucy. Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there. Bortles to lead, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Green 80.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Here we go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Omaha.
Now a play fake. Bortles rolling to his right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They run with Hines. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
622.
Now Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They get it to him running left, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, follow.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. On play action, now Bortles. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
Hit the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
1, 6, 22. 7, 3.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than...
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. John Simon coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Let's go.
Bortles now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try.
We're wrong.
After the interception, it's Luck. And it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. Lee's got it over the middle. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Caught left side by Hilton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Luck on 3rd down. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
76.
Bortles now on 1st down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Breaks through the contact. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
That's right. 11B.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Some strong running at the 20. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. The pitch to Fournette. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4th. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Block. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
12.
Back to throw. Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Bortles to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Lee. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Let's go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bortles again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Colts pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And an alley to run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And they'll go on the ground. Spins away. Still going. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. They'll run with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast, when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Lucy.
I am speechless. I am without speech. To throw is Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Now he'll let it go deep. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Matthias Farley.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
12.
To throw on second down is Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Colts on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 14. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game where, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Margus Hunt in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Ridgeway in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Colts on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 622. Out of the gun, Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Spread right, snap.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon pushing his way inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Bortles going to throw here. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now... you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee you that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
674.
And they'll run it here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.